Welcome to Shomach Shav on the Daf. We're holding in Chulin Daf Chof. The Gemara in the end of Mudala brings that ein ikur simonim beoif, meaning by behemo, if you move the simonim from its place, the shechita is not good. But by oif, moving the simonim is not a problem. So the Gemara brings a machlokes. Rav Acho Brei Derovo said that the only makes sense to say that ein ikur simonim loif is only if you hold this ein shechita loif min ha-Torah. Meaning, I tell you, I don't really have shechita at all. Rabbanon are the one who said to do shechita. So they said that if you move the simonim, it's not a problem. Answer Rav Ashi, no, the opposite. If it's halach l'Moshe Sinai to do shechita, so you could say the Torah said how to do it. So they said by oif, you don't have a problem moving the simonim. But if it's the Rabbanon, so the Rabbanon has to be similar to the Oraisa. Rabbanon came and said, you need to come and have a shechita by oif, like have a shechita by an animal, by a shechita by behemo. If a shechita by behemo says ikus simon is a problem, Rabbanan should duplicate that and say that by oif also ikus simon is a problem. There's no place for Rabbanan to make up a new shechita with a new rules. She just use the same rules they have a behemo. So Nira Loimer, that this machlokes really is totally the machlokes that we have, the following machlokes we spoke about a few times in the past. Because the shorish of this machlokes is, do Rabbanan just make up their own system? They say, okay, I'm doing a shechita from oif, but it'll be different than other shechitas. Or you say, Rabbanan don't make up a system. They take the Torah, and from the Torah, they derive and add based on the Torah. This echoes this following machlokes. The Rambam in the Agdom L'Pirush Mishnayos learns that when we find in Shas the idea of a smachto. What is a smachto? So he says smachto means is the Rabbanan came with a new idea, but they wanted to come and give us a remes to it in the Torah, just for us to remember this asmachto, remember this thing Rabbanan said. So they said a pasuk that gives you the asmachto. But really what Rabbanan said has nothing to do with the pasuk. It's a standalone idea called the asmachto. The Maharal and Beragoy Berishon attacks this very, very much. And he says, no, there's no such thing. Everything the Chazal tell us is all based on psukim. If I tell you this asmachto, pshat is that this pasuk tells you this idea, but it's not meferish. You have to come and derive it from the pasuk, but it's really coming from the pasuk. And he goes on to bring many rayas to this nekuda. So seemingly here you have a fundamental machlokes, how to understand what Chazal do when they're adding ideas, and this is very fitting to the Inyan de Yoimo. We're getting to Chag Matan Torah. According to the Rambam, Chachamim come and say, make up their own thing. Has nothing to do with the pasuk. It's nothing to do with the drosha. It's the idea that Chachamim saw Beruach Kachor. That's what they have to do. Now, they'll give you some remaz in the davar between a pasuk, but it's nothing to do with the pasuk. It's nothing to do with what the Torah taught us. According to the Maharal, Chazal are not free to come and make up their own thing. They're not coming and just saying a new thing. They're taking something based on the pasuk. That's their havana of the oimik, the Indian of the pasuk is telling you, Jesus is coming not in derech mefarish. You have to come through asmachta. After that's the same idea over here in our sugya. In our sugya, the machlokes is the first one. The Amar says, came Chachamim and told us there's a shechita by oif. So it's a new made-up thing. They could come and define it the way they want. They could say the shechita loif does not have a problem. Yikur simonim. But Rav Ashi says no. If you're coming and making up something, it has to be connected from the Torah. You have a shechita l'beimim in the Torah. So the shechita of the oif, the Chachamim come and add, is basically taking what you have by behema and adding it to the oif. It's not a made-up thing legamri. So after these machlekes are again and totally zebazeh. Anyone who wants to join and sponsor the Shomach Shav Shiurim, please email shomachshav@gmail.com.